Hello, Gemini, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. Today, I've got an intuitive message about your spiritual path. Let's go ahead and get started. I am using a little bit of a different deck than normal. This is the Druidcraft deck. We have the Four of Swords for your energy this week. This is a little bit of a deep breath, a little bit of a calm respite. Gemini. So I'm getting two meanings with this card. One is that this is a calm, there's just a calm around you. No big things happening, just a moment of, like a deep breath. But I'm also feeling with some of you, this is about the stagnation of thought energy, that you may just kind of be stuck in something you're thinking, not getting forward, not going backwards, but kind of not breaking through to the clarity. Okay, let's look at beneficial energy, Six of Cups, and let's look at energy that pulls at you the other way, Four of Wands. Interesting, we've got double fours, Four of Wands, Four of Swords, and then Six of Cups. I want to start with our Six of Cups here, because where we're stuck is because the issue you're stuck on is connected to the past, most likely all the way back to childhood. There's something in your childhood that is asking for acknowledgement, recognition, and ultimately for release. Now, this is not a swift type of process, Gemini, where it can be like, and then all of a sudden this is cleared out for you. But we're raising awareness of where your helpful direction is this week, okay? The Six of Cups is asking you it wants to return you, and it wants to return to a state of innocence. But until the imbalance, the hurt, and the trauma is resolved from that childhood wound, before that inner child can be completely healed, we need to turn and go back there and acknowledge what happened and be very real about what happened and the consequences of that happening. There's a lot of honesty with this card, and there's a lot of honesty but innocence. And what that means is when you're going back to look at the situation, we're not getting all caught up in the emotions and cathartic and crying. That's a different reading. But what we're looking at is being able to look at something through the purity of a child's eye. You know how sometimes kids, famous example, the emperor's new clothes. Kids are so good at seeing what's there, and they don't have, young ones especially, don't have the conditioning yet to know, when we don't say things because it might offend someone, and just being pure, really fountains of wisdom. A lot of times they say things the adults don't want to hear, right? But it's that energy that we're going back to the past with. You're not clouding over or shading over things or justifying or blocking or shadowing things. It's just that child eye saying, yeah, this didn't happen. And very matter of fact, not emotional. This is a tough state to realize, but this is the highest expression of these cards that can truly help you on your journey, Gemini. Now let's spend a little time with our Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a double message for you as well. We are either out here in the open or we're back in the house. If we're back in the house, the structures are perhaps too outdated, too constricting. You're not able to breathe fully be yourself because of holding on to some old beliefs, creating structures that don't allow you that freedom to be yourself. Okay, now on the other hand, we can be ignoring those and be stuck out here, or I shouldn't say stuck, placed out here with these poles in the ground. And what you can see is that there's freedom and openness, but it's not a strong enough structure to build your foundation emotionally, relationshiply, if that's a word, but ultimately emotionally. If we don't feel that we're on strong foundations emotionally, it is very hard to build anything. Anything material, anything emotional, anything psychic, anything spiritual. We have to get those foundations. And your double fours, 4 is the number of structure and foundation. That is a very strong message for you, Gemini. Okay, so the idea is that you're neither getting stuck in the house or fearing to go in it, but you're going deep into the house. You're going deep down into the basement. You're going up into the attic. You're exploring this house with that open child's eye that helps you see, well, actually, okay, this should have been here. It wasn't. All right. And when you can get to that point of admitting these things to yourself without emotion, then you know you will have resolved this energy and you're going to see things start to flow forward in your life. This isn't a quick fix, unfortunately, Gemini. I would love to give you that kind of information, but I'd be doing you a disservice because that would be being dishonest with you. I can't see a quick solution here, but I do know that when you go in there and resolve it, your movement's going to happen fast. Okay? All right, Gemini, thank you for joining me and sharing your time and energy for that reading. I look forward so much to seeing you next week. And if you're curious to learn how else I can support you in shifting your perspectives and healing and moving on, please check out my website, Soul Guidance with Adriana, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.